Hi, friends. It's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary. I hope everybody is doing well. Today, we are about to revise my debt goals for 2021. We're also going to include some savings on there. I've created like a task sheet that I wanted to show you guys and kind of talk through this to kind of help get this stuff off of my head so I can sleep better at night. I have not been sleeping that well. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope you all are doing well and happy Mother's Day. And if you're like some of us and your mom is not here, just know that she is with you in your heart, and I am so sorry and I can relate. um I did take a suggestion from Gas, and what she said was to hope it's a she. If I got the pronouns wrong, I'm sorry. um it's just like 90 something percent of the people who watch my channel are women. So I'm sorry if I got your pronouns wrong. But the recommendation was to reduce it by the projected debt payment over time. So I added a calculation in here to do just that. And if you don't see 2022, it's just hidden. It's still in there. I just hit that. And so doing that, it helps it to dynamically change by the monthly payment. So I can say, if I can only make a $3,000 payment per month to the rest of the year, what will what will be left over for December? So you can see I have $929 left. Let's go back to 3,100. And you'll see I have $129 left. And so that's really, really tight with that projection of 3,100. I did not I don't think I include YouTube earnings or anything like that. And so that's going to help. I didn't include anything like savings from my utilities. So that will help. But, also I have to factor in there is some risk that I may have something that comes up during the year that I need to pay for, and I only have the one income. But I wanted to show you guys that. I also listed my July bonus, and I think I talked about how the bonus is actually calculated in one of my other videos. And so it's kind of unpredictable. I don't know. The 2,800 is just what I picked from 2018. The good thing is that I make more money now. I think I'm about a good $1,000 per month higher than what I was back then, and my percentage of my income, my gross income that would be factored into it, went up by 3%. So instead of 6%, I believe I saw 9%. Um, it's just a matter of the company saying how much they're going to fund. Back in 2018, it was like 95.8%. But it can drop. It can drop. So I did my estimate, and I think I'm going at about, if the company says we're only going to fund at 50%, right? And all these events that have been going on, any natural disasters that have been occurring, civil unrest, all that stuff is going to be a reason for them to say, oh, we're not going to fund this at 100%. We're just going to be taking this off, even though it's outside of the control of the employees. It is the way it is. And it sucks. But there's also one thing that I didn't document here. You guys know I'm on call this month. So if you hear my phone, I apologize for that. But that's why it is on, is because I am on call all month. That's not normal. Normally it's per paycheck cycle. So it's the first paycheck or the second paycheck of the month. And you get about 3 to 4 days. I think it's about 4 days. For the total month, I'm going to come back with 9 days because it's a 31-day month. And so I have already talked to my manager. I sent him an email to see if he can forward that on up the chain, that when I'm done in June, see if they're willing to pay me out some of those days. And I think I requested either 3 or 4 days. And so they can say yeah, they can say no. If they decide that they're going to pay me for those days, what they'll do is take my salary, break that down to an hourly wage, and they'll pay me for those days. So we'll see what they say. Under our old MD, I know I could have done it because of the number of projects and stuff I got going on, but we have a new director, so she's different, so we don't know. And so that is another unknown, but I don't have it documented here. If I do get that, then definitely I don't have to worry about that $129 being left over, and it'll just help move things along a little bit quicker. I did project it in my little handwritten sheet, and so that will help. Now let's go over to my financial goals and tasks. So I put dates on those things that I already understood and that I worked out, like the student loan debt and stuff like that. This is like a little checklist in Google Sheets that I made. And so Fed Loan R18, I want to pay it off by June 2021. And this is the current amount that I owe as of today, May 8th. So yeah. So when that is done, the current date is going to populate here in the date completed column, and it's going to strike out that goal. So I do have some formulas in here to help do this. And this strike through is just a conditional formatting that I created. If y'all want to know how to build this, let me know. And I can make that a separate video, because if I had done that in this video, I tried it. It was 40 something minutes, and I was like, ooh, this is too long. The next one I'm going to pay off by, which is S13, I want to pay off by August 2021. And then the last one, which I was projecting I was going to pay off in 2022, I want to pay off by December 21st. So I have to be as diligent as possible in order to make it, because you can see that just off my regular income, I still have $129 that I need to get into the months leading up to December. I need to get that money, and I think it's about $16 per month or something, $16 to $17 per month that I need. But if I save and do the right things, I can make that up. But I just wanted to show that to you guys. Now I have different sections here. So the first section was debt. The next one is going to be savings, and I have my sinking funds and my retirement. So I know savings and sinking funds, I like to think of them as sisters. Kind of the same, but not quite. Sinking funds are things that I can predict and that are kind of cyclical. I kind of need to do those things every year or something along that lines. My savings are sometimes at once every 3 to 5 years, for stuff that I can't predict that may pop up, and I'll have the money for that. So the first thing I wanted to do was say 1 month of expenses. I believe the proper term on YouTube is 1 month ahead. Y'all correct me. Tasha from Mind Your Money, she talks about it all the time. So let me know if I got that right. But I want to do that. I haven't put in a amount to save. And the reason why is because I want to reevaluate like my groceries, how much I set aside for groceries, the things that I need, because that may increase what I set aside for 1 month. Whatever that value is will also be the same value for the emergency fund. This is a totally separate account. So the 1 month of expenses is going to live in my checking account that pays my bills. The other one, my emergency fund, is going to be over in the credit union. And once I get it up to a certain balance, I want to move that to like a money market account. And that's where that's going to live, because I have a savings there and I don't want all of the stuff messed up and all together, because I need to start. My house fund needs to go somewhere too. And so the credit union is always, it's not hard to use the money, but for me, I made it so that it's a little bit too many steps, and I don't want to do it. So I want to have that, whatever I saved here, I want to make that my 1 month. So that'd be goal one. And then goal two would be to save 3 months. And goal three would be to save 6 months, and then 9 months, and then 12 months. This is just in case I lose a job. I don't think I'll be, at my age, I don't think I'll be able to lose a job and get the same thing within 6 months. I think that'll be very difficult. So I want to just make sure I have more than enough money to take me through. Now, I know the first 6 months I'm going to work real hard to get that money together as quickly as possible. And so my behavior may be similar to my getting out of debt. I'm not going to be doing a lot, but I am going to be trying to get that money set aside. So if anything happens, I'm ready. I don't want to set myself up that to the point where I go back into that because I didn't predict something like the fact that my car is getting older and I have no money set aside for that. I don't want the goals to be competing with each other to the point that I lose the focus that the emergency fund needs to be number one in all the things that I want to do. But I want to document everything that I need to do. The next thing I want to save up for a house. I want my down payment, closing costs, and probably moving expenses and stuff like that. I want to save all of that up and be ready. I know it's not going to be for at least 2 years before I even try to look for a house. With the market being the way it is, not for me. It's not ideal for me to step out into that. Um, I just, I've been reading a lot of articles and seeing a lot of things. So it's like, no. And the next thing is a car replacement. This one I actually have an amount to save. I actually have that listed here. And that is because I think 15K is enough if it's a car. I need to check and see if it's an SUV. I like the Nissan Rogue, but I know me and Nissans don't get along. But I had to see the equivalent for the Hyundai, and if 15,000 is enough for a used one. I just need a new to me. I don't necessarily need a brand new car. Um, I'm just not, I don't know, that's never been a thing for me, but I want that fund, the house fund, to be over in the credit union too, but separated from my emergency fund. And I don't know because, like, since they're going to be like one time funds and they may not pop up again for the house fund or may pop up every so many years for the car fund. Um, I don't know if they should be together in my regular savings account that I have over there. But I'll work that out because I do not want to get caught off guard with the car and everything. And my Hyundai is pretty good, outside of the brake work I had to have done, and that was expensive. But I think I can be ready for something else and still get a good either trade in or like give my car to one of the kids or something. It just depends. And now for the sinking funds, and y'all have seen most of my sinking funds before because I like really, really consolidated my sinking funds and said, hey, this is what I need and this is what I don't need. So gifts, Christmas and gifts, I look forward to being able to buy gifts for my friends again and doing little things. But I am going to stick with what I did this year and last year, and that is there is going to be a fixed amount tied to that. I think in the Christmas and gifts, I can also put like giving in there too. So that way I can say this is what I'm doing. I do give from my paycheck, every paycheck, but I don't talk about it on the channel, and because it's just one of those choices that I made, because there are some charitable organizations out there that I've actually seen them put into the community. I do not give my money to groups that I have not seen them do anything in the community. I have to see the work they put in with the community, with the community, because that's where it counts for me. Being somebody who's been homeless before, I want my money going to those organizations that help me and help others that came after me. And so I feel how I feel on that. It's like non-negotiable. But anywho, in car maintenance, because that's a never ending cycle. Clothing, what is my maximum amount for my clothing? So that's why you see like the header down here when it comes to saving is the maximum amount to save, because I do want to cut it off and say, okay, clothing, maybe I need $800 a year. Maybe I need $1,000 a year. Maybe I need more, but I need to figure that out because I have been on such a clothing freeze and getting blouses here and there for when I need stuff for work, if I'm participating in certain events, things like that. I just buy that. I don't do anything extra. So it's going to be fun figuring that out. Subscriptions, this will be like for Costco if I decide to get Netflix and Hulu again. Um, I'm not sure if my gym membership should go there or my gym membership should go into self care. I thought gym membership should go into self care, but I will need to define what that means to me and then put a dollar amount there and remember what that means and writing things down because this is just a checklist. I will take that and put that onto paper and write it down because that is what I actually remember. I can close my eyes and see that. This right here I need to print and I just want to hang it up probably in the bathroom somewhere so that way I remember this is where we're headed. Don't mess up, Tracy. The next is medical. I need to go back and log into the company's website to see what's my maximum out of pocket because that's going to be the maximum amount that I'm going to save. The same for the insurance. Make sure I'm doing the right thing with that. And that's like my car insurance and my renter's insurance for right now. A vacation fund. Yay! One of the first vacations that I want to take is to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I want to have a spa weekend or whatever, a week or whatever. I haven't had a vacation where I got away in so long. And so I just want to be able to shop, eat, hang out, just relax, do that, see sights and stuff like that. That's all I want to do. It's just that. And if I choose to stay in a hotel room all day, I did. Because sometimes I can be like that. The next thing is household. This would be different from my regular month to month household budget. This is where I would probably buy the paper goods and stuff. I used to do this. So maybe once or twice a year. I think I used to do it every 3 months because of the garbage bags, but that's neither here nor there. But pick up like garbage bags, detergent, dryer sheets, uh, utensils, things like that. And it's all the non-perishable, non-eatable things, eatable, edible things, because I get the most bang for my buck buying those from like Sam's. And I haven't tried Costco. Maybe I'll switch over to Costco. Who knows? Maybe I have both. I don't need both. But, like doing things there, I was able to save a lot of money. And typically, when I would save up for that and go to those stores, and I would probably save my membership in one trip. So I just want to be able to just do that, get back on that cycle, have everything I need, and I don't have to keep buying these things from month to month and just have a small household little cash envelope for the things that I forgot. Um, the next household is going to be furniture and electronics. I know I need to replace my cell phone. I also know that I would like to replace my bed and mattress, especially my mattress, because I think that's the back issues that I'm having right now. Is my mattress is old. The next thing, washer and dryer. I didn't say those in hierarchy either. Um, because I'm thinking wash and dryer, bed, but it probably should be bed, wash and dryer, and then the cell phone is next. But I have iPhone 8 and it's been acting funky, and I want to, just like upgrade. So, plan obsolescence. I have to always remember that. And then the next thing is self care. This is where I would go like every 3 months to get my hair trimmed, get my hair cut, get my hair blown out, get it treated, let somebody else do it for once. And the debt freedom journey did not cause me not to go to the beautician or anything like that. I actually had done that years before, after I got like this traumatic, uh, get my hair relaxed, and I was traumatized. So I had done that then, but I used to still go in maybe once or twice a year to let somebody trim my ends and stuff like that, and let them wash my hair and stuff. And so I want to have pamper days like that, where I go in for that, get my eyebrows waxed, and the gym, and anything else that I want to put over in there, like getting a massage, that kind of stuff. So that's going to go into that fund. And so I just got to go out, start pricing some things. And then I know each year probably raise that by 5 or 6% because the price of things go up. The next thing we have is, did I just scroll this? Yeah, the wrong way. Not sure why I can never remember. But the next one is my retirement. Now, I have a task that I need to complete July 2021, and that's pertaining to my pension. You guys know I have a pension and a 401k. We have to decide whether we're going to keep our pension in the pension or we can transfer it over to our 401k. Back when I first started thinking about this, I always thought I would leave my pension where it is. And when it was time to retire, then I would have it transferred to my 401k. Now I have seen the performance of my pension versus the performance of my 401k. My 401k, even when times weren't so good, my 401k made money. I have a very good portfolio. I can't even remember how I chose it, but anywho, it does really well. So I think I may move my pension over to my 401k. The positive side to that is if anything happens to me short term, my kids get both. If I leave the pension with the company, my kids won't inherit that. They'll only inherit my 401k. And um, the pension's only your spouse can get that. Or if you have no spouse, it just goes back into the whole pool. And I'm like, the next thing I know, after I'm debt free, so in January or February, I am going to raise my 401k contributions to the maximum match. I'm already set for them to increase 1%, but I want to be done and then in January raise it up to 6%, get that knocked out, and then while I'm saving my 1 month of expenses, my emergency fund, when I'm done with that, then raise everything up to the last goal, which is to get to 15%. And I may have to get like a Roth IRA. Since we have our retirement with Vanguard, I know I can go through them and purchase that from them to see what the maximum contribution is for the year. I thought I knew the number, but I don't even want to say it out loud because I might be wrong. But that is my financial goals or tasks. I can't even remember what word I want to use right now. But yeah, I like that. So if you want to know how to make this sheet, let me know, and then I can record that as a separate video. When I try to put it all together as I was going along, that video got to like 43 minutes and I still wasn't done. And I'm like, no, this is going up on Mother's Day and I don't want to take up anybody's time like that. Because it's something that you have to pay attention to understand how I did the formulas, how I did the conditional formatting, or you may not because you already may know how to do all those things. But just let me know and I can record that as a separate video. Y'all have a super fantastic Mother's Day. I will talk to you guys on Tuesday because I need to pay my student loan. I know y'all probably think, oh, she ain't gonna pay no debt this month. Oh, yes, I am. But y'all have a great one. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please do so. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.